I've had such a wonderful ride for the last 17 years anchoring this program with so much breaking news and the biggest newsmakers. Here's a look back at the last 17 years. They're playing my song. It's election day. Good day. I'm Andrea Mitchell here in Des Moines, in New Hampshire, in Tampa, in Charlotte, in Washington, on Capitol Hill, in beautiful Miami, in South Carolina, Cleveland, in Philadelphia, West Virginia, live from the Democratic National Convention. Fired up and ready to go. You don't think Bernie Sanders is Barack Obama?
No, don't get me there.
This is about taking on Hillary Clinton. You've followed Hillary for a long time, Andrea.
Could Joe Biden have defeated Donald Trump?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know. I'm not going to speculate on that.
Well, if you don't have a majority, if she has a majority and more of the popular vote, would you then concede?
Look, if we do not have a majority, I think it's going to be very hard for us to win.
Are you sorry now you said yes to John McCain on August 29th?
Not in the least. Absolutely not.
Are you hurt that some of his people have criticized you?
What I have discovered that they're on a national level, this kind of took me aback because Andrea, we see it on a state level when you run a campaign. You get a lot of strange people who kind of leech themselves into a campaign, some odd hanger-oners.
You know, back in my days, they used bare aspirin for contraceptives. The gals put it between their knees, and it wasn't that costly.
Excuse me, I'm just trying to catch my breath from that, Mr. Freeze, frankly.
I love you, Andrea. You are indefatigable. You're my kind of woman.
Did anyone in your inner circle say, this isn't such a good idea, let's not do this?
You know, I was not thinking a lot when I got in. At the end of the day, I am sorry that this has been confusing to people and has raised a lot of questions.
Do you think Donald Trump could get the nomination?
Well, I didn't think so a couple of months ago. I think if he wants to be president or wants to be the nominee, he needs to tone down his rhetoric.
Is the situation, do you think, for African Americans as bad as Donald Trump is describing it?
I don't know what Mr. Trump is talking about. We've seen changes. If he failed to believe that things have changed, I invite him to come and walk in my shoes.
Good day, I'm Andrea Mitchell in Munich. Live in Havana. Here in Tokyo, tensions are rising at the Normandy American Cemetery in France. I'm here in Ramallah, Geneva, Switzerland, from Brussels, here in Qatar. And good day, I'm Andrea Mitchell, live from the State Department here in Washington. Secretary of State John Kerry joins me now here in the treaty room.
So we're hoping that Russia will not see this as sort of a continuation of the Cold War. This is not Rocky IV, believe me.
I mean, start with the facts.
And you think that President Obama has the facts wrong?
We didn't discuss it.
Excuse me, Mr. Secretary, can you respond to the threats from China?
Thank you, guys. Really do.
We haven't been in yet.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Can you assure us that Russia will not be able to move further in Ukraine? We haven't had any time in here. That was only moments ago on the 7th floor of the State Department. Still no answers from Secretary of State Rex Tillerson.
It is overwhelming. I think that's the only word that I can use. I saw a 6-month-old who looked like a newborn, and I was told by the doctors that actually she was doing better, showing that what we do actually save lives.
Many of the women in this makeshift camp tell of being raped by the marauding militias who kill the men and steal the boys to recruit them. The letter of resignation from the Director of Central Intelligence has been submitted. John McLaughlin, former acting director of the CIA, retired Air Force Lieutenant General James Clapper, served as Director of National Intelligence to President Obama and joins me now exclusively. We have some breaking news. The White House has announced on Twitter that Vladimir Putin is coming to the White House in the fall.
Say that again?
Joining me now is Democratic Senator Claire McCaskill, Senator Roger Wicker, Senate Intelligence Committee Chair Dianne Feinstein joins me now, Democratic Leader Nancy Pelosi, Congressman Chris Van Hollen, Senator Dick Durbin. I'm joined now by Senator John McCain, Chair of the Armed Services Committee.
Let me emphasize, Andrea, Putin is not strong. We have overwhelming advantage of him. But what he's doing, as Ryan Crocker said, he's playing his cards skillfully.
But training is tough. What do you do if you're on the road and get surrounded by bad guys? Ram the car in front of you at full speed.
Go, 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 go.
People are still ashamed to say they're HIV positive. The only way we're going to sort this out is by being more loving toward each other.
What do you see in Facebook? What is it about Facebook that you think, to those who say, well, what is the business model here?
You know, it's a technology that brings people together. It's the village square. But it was the leadership of it that got me excited.
I was in the middle of that scrum as it was all happening. And right before Clooney was arrested, I was able to speak with him as he was escorted away by police in this crush of onlookers.
I'm standing together here with my father, and so that at one moment in time, when people ask you, where were you, and where did you stand, I want to say I was standing on the right side of history.
And that does it for this special edition of Andrea Mitchell Reports. Wow, memory lane. I want to thank Russell Jones, incredible producer, who found all of that tape. And I want to say thank you to all of my extraordinary producing team. These are the people who help bring you Andrea Mitchell Reports every day. And there they are. And we'll be right back. This is Andrea Mitchell Reports, only on MSNBC.